Good morning, good people. Let's get up mornings. I'm Erica Campbell, loving Jesus and loving you and loving my job. Oh, it's so good. So much good laughter this morning. Cheryl and Griff, what you love about the show?
It's worth you getting up at 3 in the morning, ain't it?
Ooh, Lord help me, Jesus.
Keep that comment to yourself. Yeah,
Right.
we just
My
moving
God.
along.
That's me in the afternoon.
Griff talked about standing on your faith, man. That was really, really good, Griff. Like, don't waver in your faith. Awaken your faith is what you kept saying. And so heard that loud and clear. Carry your own joy was your Erica-ism. I hate Buckeyes. It's like he said for his joys and concerns. And Judge Melanie Armstrong always gives us great insight and,
Really
from a
does.
legal perspective. So it was a good show.
Griffington.
I love to get up church. I told you that whenever this Buckeye Michigan fan funk is so real, but it's loving and hateful at the same time. And I'm here.
I don't want you to mix
That's all
them.
I wanted. You got
You
to
like
though.
them? You have to? You love
You
to hate
have
the
to.
fans that...
You have to.
Well, listen, God bless you and your love-hate combo play. I don't know. All right, guys. Thank y'all for rocking with us. We appreciate you. Cannot do the show without you. And if you miss any of it, you can log on to getuperica.com and click the podcast link, and you get a recap of the entire show. All of it. Be blessed. Go ahead and check it out. Let's end with a word of prayer. Lord Jesus, thank you so much for another day, for your goodness, mercy, and grace, your power, your love, and your strength. God, we need you today in these times, Lord, in our lives. We need you, Lord. Please be with us, God. Help us to understand the power and authority you've given us. So help us to speak life. Help us to declare victory and healing. Help us to declare and speak provision as you have promised it to us in our word. Not you might, but you will. You shall. Your word says you shall supply our needs according to your riches and glory. And Father, I thank you for it. So we don't have to beg, if you will. We know that you will. So we declare that you will. And it's already done. In Jesus' mighty name I pray. Thank God. Amen.
Amen.
All right, y'all. Walking your power all day long. Love you and I mean it. We'll be faith walking
Love talking.
Enjoy living.
on Get Up Mornings. Bye, everybody.
Love you, mama.
Bye, Lily.
Get Up Mornings with Erica Campbell.
On the World Wide Web.
Go to getuperica.com. Getuperica.com.
Get up, 'cause you can't stop. Get up, got a lot to do. 24 hours, almost gone. Get up.
Download to see if you qualify. Not all customers will qualify. Transfer fees may apply. No Albert subscription required. Albert is not a bank. Albert Instant Loans are issued by FinWise Bank, member FDIC. Not an actual client. Terms apply.
Kylie, what's wrong? I just got hit with a car repair bill. I'm behind on rent, and I feel like I can never save any money.
Have you tried the Albert app? Albert is your financial assistant, helping you find ways to save and create custom budgets to actually grow your money. Plus, you can get up to $10,000 for big expenses or advance up to $1,000 fast when you need cash right away.
Albert can get me up to $10,000?
Exactly. Albert spots you in a pinch and helps you grow your money in the long run.
I'm downloading Albert right now.
Download the Albert app and use promo code START to borrow up to $10,000 for whatever you need. The Albert app helps you budget better and save more money so you reach your financial goals faster. Download the Albert app right now and use promo code START to borrow up to $10,000. Use code START to borrow up to $10,000.
If you owe back taxes, listen carefully to rule number 1. Never go up against the IRS alone. They're cracking down, freezing bank accounts, garnishing paychecks, canceling passports. Even your home or business could be at risk. But here's what they don't tell you. The IRS has powerful tax relief programs that could save you thousands if you qualify. That's why smart people call Optima Tax Relief, America's #1 tax resolution firm. Nobody knows these programs like the experts at Optima. Their team of tax attorneys and licensed professionals have resolved over $2 billion in tax debt for people just like you. The IRS is not stopping, so don't wait. And don't take them on alone. For tax help you need, for tax help you can trust, call Optima today for a free consultation.
Call 800-811-7033, 800-811-7033, 800-811-7033. Optima Tax Relief.
Some restrictions apply. For complete details, please visit OptimaTaxRelief.com.
Are you drowning in IRS tax debt? Angela was. She called Civic Tax Relief and saved over $80,000. Felicia was having health problems, got behind on her taxes, interest and penalties were adding up. She called Civic Tax Relief and saved over $15,000. Civic Tax Relief is a professional tax negotiation firm that can protect you from the IRS. If you're getting collection letters, call Civic Tax Relief for a free consultation. They will go to work helping you discover all the relief programs you may qualify for free. James owed the IRS $37,000. Civic Tax Relief represented him against the IRS, and by the time everything was completed, he did not owe the IRS anything. If you are in trouble with the IRS, call Civic Tax Relief for your free consultation now. 800-200-2257. 800-200-2257. Get a free consultation and real tax relief. Call 800-200-2257. 800-200-2257.
I slept in a lot of different rooms, different beds, but none of them really felt like mine. I spent 14 years in foster care, mostly in group homes. And I never had much left because I always had to be ready to move. Why get things if you just have to let them go?
There are more than 100,000 children in foster care waiting to be adopted. The Dave Thomas Foundation for Adoption is working to help find them a forever family and a permanent home of their own.
Now I have my own room with walls that tell my story. I love hanging out in here. I play dress up with my sisters and I sing and make videos. But the best part, knowing I'll always have a place to go and a family that loves and supports me.
If you have room in your home or your heart, see how you can help at davethomasfoundation.org.
We are the keepers of the wild, America's original and most invested conservationists. For more than 80 years, we've been committed to conserving wildlife and the natural landscapes that define our nation. From rugged alpine ridgelines to peaceful tall grass prairies, we've supported the conservation of more than 36 miles of American wildlands. Our funding has led to cleaner water, fresher air, and improved wildlife habitat. From abundant fish and waterfowl populations to robust deer and elk herds, nothing is more important than maintaining wild spaces for adventurers to explore and wildlife to thrive. We are America's hunters and target shooters, stewards of the American outdoors.
America's hunters and target shooters, along with firearm, ammunition, and archery manufacturers, have invested more than $46 billion to help state fish and wildlife agencies manage and protect wildlife and wildlands across America. For more information, visit outdoorstewards.org.
Hey, wouldn't it be great if life came with a remote control? You know, you could hit pause when you needed to, or hit rewind, like that time you knocked down that wasp's nest. Uh-oh. Well, life doesn't always give you time to change the outcome, but prediabetes does. With early diagnosis and a few healthy changes, you can stop prediabetes before it leads to type 2 diabetes. To learn your risk, take the 1-minute test today at doihaveprediabetes.org. Brought to you by the Ad Council and its prediabetes awareness partners.
The thought of my sons growing up without me inspired me to quit smoking.
I talked to my doctors and then I threw away all my cigarettes, ashtrays, and lighters.
I started exercising instead of smoking.
Staying away from alcohol when I was first quitting was key.
I kept on trying, learned something each time.
Do whatever it takes.
No matter how many times it takes.
We did it, so can you.
For free help, call 1-800-QUIT-NOW. A message from the U.S. Department of Health and Human Services and CDC.
All right, son. Time to put out this campfire.
Dad, we learned about this in school.
Oh, did you now? Okay. What's first?
Smokey Bear said to.
First drown it with a bucket of water, then stir it with a shovel.
Wow, you sound just like him.
Then he said.
If it's still warm, then do it again.
Where can I learn all this?
It's all on SmokeyBear.com with other wildfire prevention tips, because only you can prevent wildfires.
Brought to you by the USDA Forest Service, your state forester, and the Ad Council.
We got out of Washington State, and I think a week after, state went on lockdown for COVID.
So then when we transitioned to Texas, it was very much so like, what are we going to do now?
Operation Homefront has allowed our family to make something of ourselves again in the world after military.
It's completely changed the way our life is. It took us from a hopeless situation situation. And now we're homeowners. We have a savings account. I'm the first one to own a home out of my siblings.
Visit OperationHomefront.org to learn more.
1230 AM, WDBZ, Cincinnati, an Urban One station. Listen online on thebuzzcincy.com. We are 1230 The Buzz, the home of the Lincoln Ware Show.
An overnight accident in St. Bernard has left one person dead. Reports say a USPS truck hit a pedestrian on Vine Street at Baker Avenue about 2 a.m. The victim later died at UC Medical Center. Police are investigating an overnight injury accident in downtown Cincinnati. A vehicle crashed at around 1:30 a.m. near 3rd Street and Broadway Street, sending a female to the hospital. There's been no word on the victim's condition. Police say another vehicle involved in the accident fled the scene. In Adams County, a woman charged in connection with the death of her 2-year-old daughter is pleading guilty. Tina Hawkins was charged with murder and involuntary manslaughter in the July 2025 death of the child. She's now pleaded guilty to charges of child endangering and permitting child abuse. Hawkins' boyfriend previously pled guilty to charges of involuntary manslaughter and child endangering charges and was sentenced to prison. Hawkins will be sentenced next month. The Reds fell to the Nationals Tuesday night in the opener of a 3-game series at Great American Ballpark. 10-4 was the final. The series continues tonight with first pitch scheduled for 6:40. I'm Heather Pasco on 1230 The Buzz.
The views and opinions expressed in this program are those of the hosts and guests and do not necessarily reflect the views of Urban One Incorporated, Radio One, or any of its subsidiary companies.
The Lincoln Ware Show is on.
In 3, 2, 1.
Now.
Right now.
Faster than a speeding bullet. More powerful than a locomotive. Able to leap tall buildings at a single bound. Look, up in the sky, it's a bird.
It's a plane. Lincoln, Bobingan, Bonana, Pineapple, Fingan, Feed, Fine, Momingan, Lincoln.
They say this cat Lincoln is a bad mother. We're just talking about Lincoln.
Good morning, good morning, good morning. And welcome to the Lincoln Ware Show, 1230, The Buzz of Cincinnati, your talk station. Terrence Howard in for Lincoln Ware. Yes, indeed. The B team is here. We're ready to go. It's Wednesday, it's hump day, and it's 513 day. So happy 513 day to you. Plus later today, from 4 to 8 p.m., we'll be at Fountain Square for the citywide festival celebrating everything that makes the Queen City special. And I invite you to come and check it out. Lincoln Ware, he's going to be there. Don Juan from Show will be there. DJ Supreme from The Wiz, he'll be checking in on Fountain Square. And you know what? I might even pop up. Because half party, we'll travel. You know me. I love being around people. I love being at events. So, of course, I'll be there. That'll be from 4 to 8 p.m. on Fountain Square. 513 day with the Radio 1 crew. Bill is already checking in. Good morning, Bill. Good morning to you on YouTube. Checking in. A lot of folks were surprised to see me here. Checking in on YouTube. They're like, oh, it's Terrence Howard. But listen, the show must go on. Lincoln, he's at the Veterans Commission today. I think they're doing a grand opening for a new building, and he had to do it. Kevin Aldrich was not able to fill in, so of course they go with the third stringer, and that's me. But listen, I'm glad to be here with you today. I planned to be here until 1 p.m. today, but unfortunately, we can only take it up till noon. There's a lot of things going on behind the scenes, a lot of moving parts, and listen, we just we have to cut it off at noon. And I know somebody is screaming into their Crown Royal right now that we have to cut it off at noon. But, hey, it is what it is. Things happen. We've got folks doing 3 or 4 jobs all at one time today, and we have to do what we can. But listen, I'm here, and I'm glad that you're here. And, oh, guess what? If you called in yesterday, you can call in today. And tomorrow, it's a free day. You get to call in today, 513-749-1230. And, of course, I'm going to kick it off with some local news. But there's something that's been on my radar that I've been kind of paying attention to. And that is the single ladies. There's a lot of single ladies out there, and they want to know, where are the single men? They're not showing up at singles events. They don't want to talk to the women out in public. They want to know, where are the single men at? But first, some news, some local news here in the Natty. Do you feel safe downtown? This is from Local 12. Cincinnati weighs 24/7 police presence at Fountain Square following fatal shooting. Downtown Cincinnati residents presses city leaders and police for reassurance about safety during a downtown residents city council meeting, which was held yesterday, days after a fatal shooting at Fountain Square. Cincinnati Police Captain David Shawfield said police are examining Fountain Square as critically as they can, and that residents have asked for more visible policing. He said more officers have been in the area this year than previous year, and that the department is looking at the possibility of having officers there around the clock. It raises your hair just a tad, because I pretty much walked through Fountain Square to get back to where I live, said a downtown resident. And they've lived downtown since 2013. And again, they were talking about a shooting that happened down at Fountain Square last Friday night that left a 25-year-old Darius Wheeler dead. So I want to hear from you. Do you think that more police being on the square, do you think that would make Fountain Square safer? Or do you think that maybe if they tighten up the high crime areas, the areas that have more crime, should they just buckle down and put more pressure on the criminals in those areas, and that'll stop them from coming downtown? That might be a controversial statement, but it is a question that I'd like for you to answer. So that's the first thing on the list there. Let's see. And the other thing that's on my radar, the single ladies. I've been hearing this a lot, especially on social media. Single ladies, they want to know where the single men are. They're not showing up at singles events. Every time there is a singles event, the women outnumber the men by far. Either that or the men don't show up at all. And the men, they seem to be skipping single events altogether. If they do show up, it's in small numbers, and sometimes the men, they don't show up at all. They're not trying to approach women. A lot of women are complaining. They don't want to approach women out in the street. When they're going out and about, they don't want to talk to women. What's going on with the single men? Are you still into dating? Are you still trying to get married? Are you still trying to get with the ladies? The ladies say no. 513-749-1230. Chad, I got a clip. Can you play that for me?
So I went to a singles event, and when I got there, it was literally 90% women. And I was like, I'm going to go. I'm going to go now.
Every singles event that I have been to is, I want to say, 80% women.
And the ratio already was 80% women, 20% men.
It will be 80% women and 20% men.
I thought it was like a lesbian dating event because it was just so many women.
I would love if we could be honest and rebrand singles events as The Truth, which is a perfect place to meet your brand new platonic best friend.
Why do men not go to singles events? Like, why don't y'all go?
The men were not signing up. They would be selling tickets to speed dating, and they would always end up with men's tickets on sale. Always, because they weren't buying any.
Men do not go to singles events. Stop paying money to go to singles events. Men don't go. Stop it.
1,000 single women showed up to a church singles event, and only like 20, 30 men showed up.
Just sitting here thinking about how I went to singles night at church, and it was hundreds. I mean, at least 1,000. First, I thought it was 500, but the pastor said it was 1,000 singles in attendance. Like, are we all living the same life at this point? Because I've never been in a room with that many single people, or even thought that it was even, I thought I was like the only one left. I mean, beautiful women, all types, shapes and sizes, literally African-American women, like a room full of singles. And I'm like, this has to be an experiment. Like, this has to be like a simulation. Is that the word I want to use? I think so. I'm confused, and I'm like low-key, like nervous, like for us. Because where are the men? Where are the men?
I would say the number one issue you hear from females in the church right now is there's no good guys out there. Mm-hmm. And this is like church and at large, but especially in the church, and probably you guys just in what you do probably know a few awesome single women that are like, I find so many pastors, so many leaders that are like, I know like 5 great 35 or 30 to 40-year-old single women that are single. Like, I just don't know why they're not married yet. You know, it's just, we run into that over and over. And it's probably the biggest thing for women that is the issue or their complaint, I would say. For men, we see that probably the biggest issue for guys right now is they don't feel equipped and they kind of feel like they're not wanted. Okay. So we have a lot of women. I'm just going straight into it. Okay. And ladies, I do love you. Okay. But we have a lot of women complaining about how awful the guys are. And then we have guys overhearing that and being like, should I even try? Like, I don't even know what to do in this environment anymore. Ladies are raising their standards. There's a lot of stats behind that. And guys are saying, hey, I'm actually more open. But the women are like, no, you have to be in therapy for 10 years. No, like all these criteria.
No debt. Credit score here.
513-749-1230. What's going on with dating and the men not wanting to approach women? They don't want to show up at dating events. And it seems like it's a problem when the ladies want to know what's going on. Speaking of dating, this is from the Griot. R&B singer Ne-Yo said he lost business opportunities after publicly discussing his turn the page. All right. After publicly discussing his polyamorous relationship, explaining he lives with 3 partners and their children in what he describes as a consensual family dynamic. So he's saying that there are deals that he missed out on. He lost business over his polyamorous relationship. Ne-Yo says they're like, we don't know if we can get behind the whole polyamorous thing. And so what kind of business opportunities would ask him about his sexual life, his personal bed in the business? I don't get it. I just don't understand. It's unless it's something dealing with something religious, I don't see how businesses would turn him down because of that. But so I don't even know why he even brought it up. I'm sure a lot of people, they have no idea that he lives with 3 women. A lot of people, they probably don't even care. But he says that the world is mad at the fact that I'm in a polyamorous relationship. Nobody's thinking about this guy, his polyamorous relationship. There are people upset at Ne-Yo, who's 46. He said on the Sorry We're Cyrus podcast this week, he added that there's deals that I missed out on because they're like, we don't know if we can get behind this whole polyamorous thing. The world is mad at the fact that I'm polyamorous, that I'm in a polyamorous relationship, and there are people upset. And let's see, man, I must have accidentally copied some of this stuff twice because I'm reading it twice. Let's see. He says that it's almost like you can be a great person, you can show respect and appreciation, but the second you do something that they don't agree with, you're canceled. You know what I mean? And it just doesn't make any sense to me. He told Tish Cyrus and Brandy Cyrus. What doesn't make any sense is that whole story. I mean, because there's a lot of folks who are in a lot of different type of relationships, and they're getting brand deals. They're making money off of advertising, but you don't know what situation they're in because they don't show their family dynamics. You just know this person as a celebrity, and they're in a commercial. That's all you know. But I don't know. I have an issue with him being in this polyamorous relationship in the first place. Not that I'm against it. It's just I just think he's overcompensating. He's overcompensating for something because, when he first came out, folks thought he was gay. So my opinion is, in his response to that, he said, listen, I just need to go overboard and show these people that I'm not gay. So what does he do? He goes all out with this polyamorous relationship. But I just think that he's overcompensating for something. So we're going to take a break. Also, like I said, if you called in yesterday, you can call in today. You got a free day today. And you can call in tomorrow. 513-749-1230. We're going to be back on the other side of the break with Crime Stoppers. I'm Terrence Howard in for Lincoln Ware on the Lincoln Ware Show on 1230, The Buzz.
Bringing you the stories that go beyond the headlines.
The Tavis Smiley Show.
This is Tavis Smiley.
Join him every weekday from 7 p.m. to 10 p.m. for impactful interviews, bold discussions,
And the perspectives you won't hear anywhere else.
The Tavis Smiley Show.
weeknights, 7 p.m. to 10 p.m.
1230, The Buzz.
May we please pause for a minute of prayer, because when prayers become a habit, blessings become a daily occurrence. A prayer of gratitude can be as simple as saying or thinking, "Thank you, God. I love you, and I praise your holy name." Prayers can be both spoken and thought, and are really best when that occurs at the same time, because the essence of prayer is the feeling that is generated, whether it's physical or mental. Just think for a moment about how good it makes you feel when someone expresses their gratitude to you. That feeling of warmth that is indescribably pleasurable. It just outright makes you happy, regardless of what your mood was before that feeling of joy permeated your very being. Now multiply that feeling of joy by billions, as throughout the world and in countless different languages, we offer up our gratitude to God. Thank you, God. We love you, and we praise your holy name. Amen and hallelujah.
Did you know that May is Mental Health Awareness Month? We can support our own mental well-being by taking deep breaths or walks when feeling stressed, doing activities we love, spending quality time with friends and family, and making time for self-care. These things help us manage daily life, cope with stress, and contribute to our physical and mental health. We can also support the mental well-being of our children in many ways. We can do mental health check-ins by asking kids how they are feeling. We can eat meals together and monitor the amount of time kids spend on social media. We can also ensure kids are involved with their friends in sports and activities they enjoy. If we are concerned about our own or our children's mental health, we can seek help. Remember, it's okay to not feel okay, and seeking help is a sign of strength. Call the 988 Lifeline or Cincinnati Children's at 513-636-4124 at any time to get mental health support.
It's not just a holiday, it's a triumph over one of our darkest moments in American history. On Friday, June 19th, celebrate true freedom at the National Underground Railroad Freedom Center's annual Juneteenth Jubilee. Start your day with Opal's Walk for Freedom, a walk commemorating Dr. Opal Lee's advocacy to make Juneteenth a federal holiday. Then enjoy live music, food, family-friendly activities, and more. Plus, free admission. June 19th, thanks to the Fifth Third Foundation. Learn more and plan your visit at freedomcenter.org.
I slept in a lot of different rooms, different beds, but none of them really felt like mine. I spent 14 years in foster care, mostly in group homes. And I never had much stuff because I always had to be ready to move. Why get things if you just have to let them go?
There are more than 100,000 children in foster care waiting to be adopted. The Dave Thomas Foundation for Adoption is working to help find them a forever family and a permanent home of their own.
Now I have my own room with walls that tell my story. I love hanging out in here. I play dress up with my sisters and I sing and make videos. But the best part, knowing I'll always have a place to go and a family that loves and supports me.
If you have room in your home or your heart, see how you can help at davethomasfoundation.org.
At the YMCA, finding your why starts by making an impact together, touching lives for the better. It can be the gift of time or treasure, supporting a community through talent without measure. Here, compassion fuels commitment, finding fulfillment through enrichment, serving and improving. What a way to live, and what a gift it is to give. Find your why and get involved today at ymca.org for a better us.
I'm Chris Jakovic. I served in the United States Air Force and I deployed 3 times. So in 2017, I was serving as an Air Force First Sergeant. Our motto in that role is my job is people, everyone is my business. But unfortunately in that year, I would lose my own brother, Lance Corporal Adam Jakovic, to suicide. The majority of veteran suicides are from guns. I store my weapons securely, not only for myself, but for my family. Store all your guns securely. Help stop suicide. My service never stops.
Brought to you by End Family Fire and the Ad Council.
For some people, difficult transitions like retirement, divorce, or loss of a loved one may contribute to feelings of hopelessness or even thoughts of suicide. The risk of suicide is even higher for men over 50 who've served our country, guys like me. Support from friends and family makes such a big difference. Every day, your actions could help save a life. Learn how you can help at veteranscrisisline.net.
1230 The Buzz, streaming live on your computer. Log on to thebuzzcincy.com.
.1230 The Buzz of Cincinnati, your talk station. Terrence Howard in for Lincoln Ware on the Lincoln Ware Show on this 513 day. 513 day. Hump Day. And, of course, we'll be on Fountain Square later from 4 to 8 p.m. celebrating 513 day. Lincoln Ware is going to be there. Don Juan for Show will be there. DJ Supreme from The Wiz, he'll be there, and I might even show up. How about that? I might even show up. But before the break, I was talking about single men not going to singles events. They're not approaching women, and the women want to know why. Also talked about Neo, his polyamorous relationships, and how he says that that's the reason why he's not able to get certain deals, certain endorsements, because of his lifestyle, which I don't believe. I just don't believe. And I've got a lot more to talk about, a lot more on the plate. Also, we're only here till 12 noon today because of, we got a lot of things going on. Got a lot of things going on. My main man, Chad, he's on the ones and twos. He's doing double duty over there, and he's got things going on that we just have no control over. So the plan was till 1 at first, but we got to be on till noon today. And we're going to get right back to some more topics. But first, we got to go downtown to the Crime Stopper headquarters and speak with Lieutenant Howard Grant. Good morning, and how are you doing today, sir?
Good morning, sir. I'm doing very well.
That's great. So Detective Green, she's still nursing that hangover, huh?
If that's what you want to call it, yes.
Okay.
She is on her sick time, so yes, if that's what it is, that's what it is.
Okay, well, it's always great to hear from you, Lieutenant Grant. So who are we looking for today?
Today we're looking for Ryan Michael Davis. He is wanted by the Ohio Adult Parole Authority for felony parole violation. Mr. Davis was originally charged with burglary. Ryan Michael Davis is a white male, 43 years old, 5'6", 160 pounds. Ryan Michael Davis has a history of assault and resisting arrest and was last known to live in Xenia, Ohio. District 4 Police is looking for Michael Walton. Mr. Walton is wanted for felony robbery. On April 10th, 2026, Mr. Walton knowingly struck the victim in the face with an open palm and took the victim's cell phone. Michael Walton is a black male, 39 years old, 5'9", 140 pounds. Michael Walton has a history of robbery, escape, drug and weapon offenses, and was last known to live on Perkins Avenue in Avondale. If anyone has information where police can find Ryan Michael Davis or Michael Walton, please call Crime Stoppers at 513-352-3040 or submit a tip online at crime.stoppers.us. You can also go to p3tips.com to submit your anonymous tip.
Anonymously, man, that's great. That is great.
Yeah, we've been paying out a lot, Mr. Howard, so people are doing their civic duty, so please continue to help us.
Yes, that sounds fantastic. All right, 352-3040, night or day, cash money for your clues, and I'm assuming you'll be calling tomorrow.
Let's assume that that's a safe bet.
All right, well, it's always great to hear from you, Lieutenant Howard Grant. I hope you have a great day, sir.
You do the same.
All right, thanks. All right, that was Crime Stoppers, cash money for your clues. Man, I would love to do that part-time, just going around busting these jerks and getting money for it. How about that? We're getting close up on the break, but let me see here. What else? If I can find a quick story here to talk about. I may have to wait till after the break here. I may have to wait till after the break on this one, because in the Where the White Women news, this is from the Atlanta Black Star. It says, "What in the world? White women exposed for allegedly coaching each other on how to lock down black athletes after leaked texts go viral." Oh boy. White women coaching other white women on how to lock down rich black athletes. Oh man. We'll get into it after the break. We got Bill checking in, Mustafa, Mr. Wells, and Meme. I'm going to get to you after the break. I'm Terrence Howard, in for Lincoln Ware on the Lincoln Ware Show on 1230, The Buzz.
Hey, y'all, what up? This your boy, Ricky Smiley. I want to drop you an invite to something a little more personal.
This is Ricky Smiley on the Spot, where legends get loud, real, and sometimes a little reckless.
Ricky Smiley on the Spot. No script, no rush. Just super real conversation.
This ain't your average talk show.
Let me thank me. Y'all want to talk about Lil Daryl? That's just a piece of it. Catch the full episode of Ricky Smiley on the Spot wherever you get your podcast and on the Urban One Podcast Network at urbanonepodcast.com.
The IRS finally caught up with Louie.
I hadn't paid my taxes in 8 years. I owe the IRS a lot of money.
Louie was in deep trouble.
We're going to take your house, put a lien on your bank account, garnish your pay. They don't care. They're going to take your paycheck.
Louie found out about Optima Tax Relief, the leading tax resolution firm. A+ rated by the Better Business Bureau, they've resolved over $1 billion for their clients.
Optima Tax, they help me. They calm me down. They make me feel comfortable, and I trust them.
Louie has a lot to be thankful for.
I don't owe the IRS anymore, and I'm able to live a comfortable life, a lot better life. It was because of Optima Tax.
For tax help you can trust, call Optima now for a free consultation. Take it from Louie.
If you owe the IRS, don't go it alone. give Optima Tax a call. They can help you.
Call 800-569-4435. 800-569-4435. 800-569-4435.
Optima Tax Relief.
Testimonial from an actual client. Some restrictions apply. For complete details, please visit OptimaTaxRelief.com.
Pro Seniors empowers older adults with vital support and protection. Join the Ohio Senior Medicare Patrol, Pro Seniors, and me, Lincoln Ware, for the free annual Fraud Prevention Expo on Thursday, May 14th from 10 to 1 at the Community Action Agency, 1740 Langdon Farm Road. Learn from state and federal experts how to discover, defend, and outsmart the scammers. Registration is not required. For more information, go to proseniors.org or call 800-293-4767.
President Obama's Presidential Library will open in Chicago this summer. Four Seasons Travel has a train trip departing August 8th through the 11th. Call 513-761-8022 or go to www.4seasonstvl.com. Rates from $765 per person, double occupancy. 513-761-8022. 513-761-8022.
Celebrating Black leadership in the Queen City. Sponsored by Renfro Patterson Jordan Funeral Home. The Chapel of Peace.
In 1972, Theodore M. Berry became Cincinnati's first black mayor.
His leadership marked a new chapter of progress in our city.
For generations, we've stood beside those shaping Cincinnati, honoring lives of purpose and impact.
Serving families with dignity since 1921. Renfro Patterson Jordan Funeral Home, the Chapel of Peace.
I slept in a lot of different rooms, different beds, but none of them really felt like mine. I spent 14 years in foster care, mostly in group homes. And I never had much left because I always had to be ready to move. Why get things if you just have to let them go?
There are more than 100,000 children in foster care waiting to be adopted. The Dave Thomas Foundation for Adoption is working to help find them a forever family and a permanent home of their own.
Now I have my own room with walls that tell my story. I love hanging out in here. I play dress up with my sisters and I sing and make videos. But the best part? Knowing I'll always have a place to go and a family that loves and supports me.
If you have room in your home or your heart, see how you can help at davethomasfoundation.org.
I guess I called AA because alcohol didn't work anymore. Drinking used to give me a sense of meaning in life. I called AA not knowing what to expect. Certainly not cheerfulness, but that's what I got. People had humor. They seemed to be at ease. I hung around. Now I feel much more comfortable with myself and the people around me. Alcoholics Anonymous. It works. Look us up. Check your phone book, newspaper, or AA.org.
1230 The Buzz, WDBZ, a Radio 1 station.
.1230 The Buzz of Cincinnati, your talk station. Terrence Howard in for Lincoln Ware on the Lincoln Ware Show. And again, if you called in yesterday, you can call in today and tomorrow. It's a free day today, 513 day today. And before the break, threw a few things out there. Safety in Fountain Square, downtown Cincinnati. Do you think there should be a 24/7 presence, police presence, to make downtown Cincinnati safer? Also talked about singer Neo, how he is saying that his polyamorous relationship is keeping him from getting endorsement deals. People are so afraid of polyamorous relationships, and I just think he's overcompensating for something, just speculating. And then right before the break, I teased about how there are some white women who are teaching other white women how to, as the young folks say, bag a young, rich black athlete. But we'll get into that. First, we got a special guest holding on, and we got Felicia Beckham, founder and president of Cincinnati Black Nurses Practitioner Network, and we're going to talk to Felicia. Good morning, Felicia. How you doing?
Good. Good morning. How are you?
I'm great. Yeah. So sorry, Lincoln Ware is not in today. I'm Terrence Howell filling in. But listen, we got you here. We're glad to have you here. Now the weather's getting warmer, and remind us about caregivers in our community and the challenges that we face as caregivers.
Yeah. So caregivers are often it's just a unique. Unspoken title that we all carry sometimes, that we care for our loved ones, and oftentimes we sacrifice our own health and life to care for others that we love. So we want to make sure that we pour back into our caregivers with this caregiver session that brings a lot of fulfillment, but it also reduces stress, and it builds community, and actually you feel seen and heard by other people that are going through the same things as you.
All right, and tell us more about the Closing the Health Gaps caregiver session. When does it happen, and where is it going to be at, and what time?
Yeah, so this caregiver session will be this Saturday, May the 16th, from 10 a to 2 p. at the UC Health Business Center South Entrance Pride Room. So you just come on in. It is free. We have lots of things to give you, but also lots of people to pour into you, too. But also more community. So the more community that we build, the better that we are.
All right. And what can our listeners expect at the event? What's going to be happening, and can you give us the rundown?
Yeah, so they can expect to just be poured into. They can expect to be cared for. They can expect to just have a little bit more fulfillment and filling that cup up so they can continue to care for the people that they love. So come on in, and we got lots in store for them, but it's free. And it's really, 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 really a great program that you'll leave more than what you came with.
Yeah. Now, you don't find many free events like this with so much important information. And so is there any space left for folks to register?
Oh, yes, there is space left. So if you go to the Closing the Health Gap website, you'll be able to just register online. And you can come in and get registered as well, too, if you're having any technical difficulties. But, yeah, so this is something that Closing the Health Gap is really prideful for, because we definitely are wanting to care back and care for our caregivers that are out there that have that title, that wear many other hats, too. But this one, we want to make sure that we fulfill your cup up when you're there.
All right. It is free. There's space left. You can register right now. And remind us one more time where it's going to be at and where it's all about, and the time and everything. Just give us a rundown once again, if you can.
Absolutely. So it'll be at UC Health Business Center, South Entrance, the Pride Room. It'll be on this Saturday from 10 a.m. to 2 p.m. For the caregiver support sessions.
All right, Felicia Beckham, I appreciate you checking in, founder and president of Cincinnati Black Nurse Practitioner. And I'll tell you, a lot of folks are going through these issues, and that information is definitely appreciated, and it's free. Man, yes. I tell you, so we appreciate having you here today. And sorry you couldn't talk to Lincoln Ware. He had to take off today. Okay. But listen, I appreciate you and all your information, and I wish you well with your event coming up, all right?
Thank you. I appreciate you. You have a good day.
Thank you. Take care. All right.
Bye-bye.
That was Felicia Beckham, founder and president, Cincinnati Black Nurse Practitioner Network, having an event that'll be happening this Saturday from 10 to 2 at UC Health Business Center. That's 3200 Burnett Avenue. It's free, and you can register at closingthehealthgap.org/caregiver, or you can call 513-585-9879. A lot of folks they're taking care of their loved ones. I've done it a couple times with my father and my mother. So this information would have definitely been great for me during the times that I was taking care of my parents. So I hope to see you there getting this free information. All right. Before we go up on the break, we got Bill checking in. We got Mustafa, Mr. Wells checking in. I just want to get to this story real quick. like I said, in Where the White Women News, if I was hitting the the sound effects, I'd say Where the White Women at. So a white woman is exposed for allegedly coaching each other on how to lock down black athletes, and they said these texts, these leaked texts, went viral. Living the life of luxury is as simple as trapping a top NFL draft pick the moment he steps on campus. College-age women are skipping classroom lectures. Oh, man, let me get rid of this thing. And instead, they're learning tips on how to snag a prospective football and NBA star. And apparently, they just got exposed through these texts. An online debate surfaced after alleged messages exposed what's being described as a white college student scheme to attract and keep wealthy black athletes. Screenshots from an alleged text thread involving a student identified as Halen M., her roommate Lexi, and Lexi's sister quickly went viral after first being shared by The Bish Gossip. That's TheBish Gossip. I never heard of that. The jaw-dropping messages instantly set the internet on fire. Eagle-eyed viewers started playing detective, questioning whether the screenshots were real and if some of the responses sounded a little too calculated. Halen's friend allegedly wanted to lock in a tall chocolate football player just like her sister. It runs in the family. Fulfilling that desire is easy, but you have to play your cards right. Rule number 1 is the foundation to lure an athlete with a pick-me mindset. He's the prize. Remember, he can change your life. You can't change his. Social media influencer Brittany Renner shared the same message with the Jackson State University football players in 2021. Renner was invited by the then head coach Deion Sanders to speak to the young man about the trap. She told them, naturally, if you play a sport, that's an incentive to talk to you. Everybody wants something. Even if we have our own thing going on, it's like me being with you is so good because you boost my stock. Boost your stock is that simple. One woman online replied, when we tell black men this, you are just a game and a come up to them, they don't want to hear none of that, echoing one shared perspective in the comments. Another said, what in the world? That's what I would have said. What is going on? The shameless tutorial is about securing wealth at all costs, and black women have taken notice. One wrote, this is not our business. If the men keep falling for it, that's on them, and that's why I never feel bad when things go south for them. Oh boy, that's what one black woman said about it. Hey, this ain't on us. This on them. Lexi's big sister also noted dealing with cheating. Don't look for it. Don't look for the cheating if you're a white woman dealing with a black athlete. Don't look for the cheating. If it's just a fling, let it go, she said. He's the prize. Remember, he can change your life. You can't change his. A phrase echoed once by Simone Biles' husband, NFL star Jonathan Owens. She claims that black athletes' attraction to black women can be overridden by activating that shenanigans in her by picking at her and let him see it. He'll ditch her quick. Man, this is kind of brutal, but interesting. A white female Instagram Threads user was just as outraged by the information. She wrote, encouragement to intentionally provoke black women so their reactions can be used to reinforce stereotypes about them. That's racialized manipulation. The singular obstacle to that ploy is competing with a young black woman with white social attributes, because more than likely she's playing to win him too, a commenter remarked. He about to pull a Russell Wilson on that A. Russell Wilson was engaged to his white girlfriend during the 2012 NFL draft. They married soon after and were divorced in 2014. 2 years. The Super Bowl champion has been married to Sierra since 2016. Rule number 3, completely integrate yourself in his life to where he can't function without you. Rule number 4, don't embarrass him, don't cheat, don't text other men. The advice is a guideline to help hopeful wives and girlfriends or wags remain attractive to other players after a breakup. Man, this goes deep. Rule number 5, go completely wild on him in bed. Rule number 6, do not tell his mom any personal information. Rule number 7, always look good and appealing. If all those steps, including a push for marriage or at least have multiple kids, are taken, then Lexi and others just like her will be seated with a draft pick and benefiting from their bows multi-million-dollar contracts. It's so sweet and rewarding. Man, this is deep. Just plotting to get a black, rich athlete. So, hey, some folks, they deal with stocks and bonds to increase their wealth down the road. And then some people say, hey, marry a rich black athlete. But we're coming up on the break. If you want to comment on that, 513-749-1230. Of course, I've got a lot of things to talk about. I got quite a few topics to talk about, and I didn't realize how fast time was going. We're already at another break. We got Bill checking in, Brent, Mustafa, Mr. Wells, not necessarily in that order, but I will get to you after the break, I promise. Terrence Howard in for Lincoln Ware on the Lincoln Ware Show on 1230, The Buzz.
What's happening, good people? It's your cousin Trip Fontaine, and this is the Trip After Dark podcast.
So told me to go to therapy. I don't need therapy. I don't need to talk to no stranger about, like, what? All my stuff is fine.
One of the things I've been thinking about when we talk about safety is harm. When I talk about accountability and we talk about love, we have to consider we do each other harm.
This is the Trip After Dark podcast. Listen on the Trip After Dark app and urban1podcast.com.
Some days, I feel like I'm barely holding it together. Between work, raising my kids, and caring for my aging mother, there's just never enough time. It took me a while to realize I couldn't keep pouring from an empty cup. That's when I found the Caregiver Support Series from the Center for Closing the Health Gap. Starting May 16th, it's a supportive space created for people just like me and you, caregivers who just give so much of themselves that we forget to take care of us too. I've learned that taking care of myself doesn't take away from my family. It actually helps me show up stronger for them. If you're caring for a loved one age 60 or older, you're not alone, and support and resources are here. Come join a community that truly understands what you're going through. Register today at closingthehealthgap.org or give them a call at 513-589-9865. That's 589-9865. Because remember, we must save us.
Hamilton County's 513 Relief Bus and the Council on Aging invite you to the Healthy Aging Summit, Wednesday, May 27th at 10 a.m. Experts will discuss services and support for older adults from 11 a.m. till 2 p.m. Enjoy a resource fair with over 50 partners, free health screenings, workshops, lunch, and giveaways. Learn about steps to stability, the Senior Utility Assistance Program. Join us May 27th at the Word Family Life Event and Community Center on Fresno Road. Go to 513relief.org for more information. That's 513relief.org.
You have responsibilities: rent, food, utilities. The list goes on. What if there was a career that offered stability, great pay, and a future? Metro operators earn $56,000 year one and up to $65,000 year two, plus great benefits, paid training, and a $2,000 hiring bonus. Apply at go-metro.com/drive and move up to Metro.
I slept in a lot of different rooms, different beds, but none of them really felt like mine. I spent 14 years in foster care, mostly in group homes. And I never had much stuff because I always had to be ready to move. Why get things if you just have to let them go?
There are more than 100,000 children in foster care waiting to be adopted. The Dave Thomas Foundation for Adoption is working to help find them a forever family and a permanent home of their own.
Now I have my own room with walls that tell my story. I love hanging out in here. I play dress up with my sisters and I sing and make videos. But the best part, knowing I'll always have a place to go and a family that loves and supports me.
If you have room in your home or your heart, see how you can help at davethomasfoundation.org.
Being isolated and lonely can be harmful to your health, resulting in high blood pressure, a greater risk of heart disease, and early onset dementia. So it's important to build and maintain social connections. Try a new hobby, volunteer, exercise, or use your phone or other device to stay in touch. Visit connecttoeffect.org to find resources and ways to stay connected. Presented by AARP Foundation with support from United Healthcare.
You live in a nice neighborhood or condominium community, but that isn't enough. You need to know your board and community manager are making the right decisions to protect your investment. Community Associations Institute can help. Visit responsiblecommunities.com to learn more.
The views and opinions expressed in this program are those of the host and guests and do not necessarily reflect the views of Urban One Incorporated, Radio One, or any of its subsidiary companies.
You have an opinion. You've got something to say.
And that's the reason why we're here today.
1230 AM The Buzz, your talk station.
1230, The Buzz of Cincinnati, your talk station. Terrence Howard in for Lincoln Ware on the Lincoln Ware Show. And it's 513 Day. Happy 513 Day to you. We'll be on Fountain Square later today, celebrating 513. Lincoln will be there. I might be there. DJ Supreme from The Wiz. Don Juan for show from 100.3. Going to be down there, so we might see you later. It's going to be a nice day today anyway. So all the rain that happened overnight, it's moved on. So it should be a nice, great time downtown. So before the break, just to do a quick recap, talked about Neo and his situation. He's being polyamorous. He's got 3 girlfriends that live together. And he says, this is why I can't get any endorsement deals. That's him. We also talked about the young lady who pretty much spilled the beans on how to attract a rich black athlete if you're a white woman. And that has got a lot of folks talking about that. Speaking of athletes, real quick before I go to the phone, LeBron James, he was asked about retirement, and here's his response.
I think you guys asked me about it, and I've answered questions. Yeah, I don't think I've come out and like, oh, retirement is coming. So, with my future, I don't know, obviously. This is obviously we're still fresh from, obviously losing, and I don't know. I don't know what the future holds for me, obviously, as it stands right now tonight. I got a lot of time. I'll sit back, like I think I said it last year after we lost, I think, to Minnesota, there. Go back and recalibrate with my family and talk with them and spend some time with them. And then when the time comes, I obviously, you guys know what I decide to do.
I think he wants to go out with a bang. He wants to go out with a championship. That's just my opinion. But what's your opinion? 513-749-1230. Got a few more things to talk about. But first, let's get to my main man, Bill. Bill, good morning. How are you doing?
Good morning, Mr. Terrence Howard, the man of 1s, 2s, 3s, 4s. It's great that you're hosting the show again, man.
Yeah.
One, can you take my request, Sunday Soul Classic request, Brenda and the Tabulations, Slip of the Tongue, and your replacement? I would like to hear Houdini, if you got any Houdini. One Love by Houdini. I want to comment about relationships.
Go right ahead.
It's kind of crazy, the fact that you meet a woman, she turns around, she introduces you to her friends and everything, and it just gets so crazy when one of her friends is interested in you, and then her other friend is interested in you. And next thing you know, you got like 4 or 5 women interested in you, and you don't know who to pick because you don't want to hurt the other one's feelings. And it just gets crazy when you start out with the woman that you liked at first, before she introducing you to her friends and everything. It just gets crazy, and I just want to just focus on one woman. You know, I mean...
You tired of being a player, Bill?
No, I don't consider myself a player. But, you know, the thing is that I want to stay with one woman.
Right.
I want to be committed to one woman. You know, but like I said, it gets crazy, and I tell you. And as far as a woman is concerned, white or black, it does not matter to me. Because my grandmother, my father's mother, was white. And I loved her.
Yes.
And she told me when I was little that, you know what, no matter what color a woman is, if she's good to you, then you be good to her.
There you go.
And I have had more white women than black women.
Uh-oh.
And it's not that I don't like black women. You know, the thing is with them is, it's the thing where they get possessive and everything. You know, they want to go everywhere with you and all that. They want to know where you.
What's wrong with that, Bill? What is wrong with her wanting to be with you, be around you? What is wrong with that?
There's nothing wrong with that. I mean, the fact of the matter is that I don't want her around me all the time. It's like being in the bathroom. You want to be in the bathroom by yourself. You know, you kind of want to be at work by yourself. You know, those are two things. I mean, other than her calling and asking when you coming home and everything and all that. And I'll tell her up front, you know, hey, I'm going to be late or I'm going to be home on time. I'm truthful. I don't play games and all that. I don't. Because, you know, people's feelings get hurt. And I don't play games.
So when you disappear to the bathroom, she just start crying, oh, where are you going, baby? She just gets lonely as soon as you go to the bathroom.
Yeah, I'll tell her I'll be back. You know, I'm being honest, Terrence.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry, Bill. Go ahead.
I don't want them crying or anything like that. No, I tell them up front, okay, look, you can go with me, okay? I mean, but it's just uncomfortable that the fact of the matter is that you kind of think she don't trust you. And that makes me feel kind of bad. It really does. Because I am a truthful person. If I want you around me, I'll let you know that.
Yes,
but
sir.
If it's a thing where I got to, like, go somewhere to pay a bill or something, you know, and I don't know how long I'm going to be, where, you know, I got to deal with paperwork and all kinds of stuff, and she's waiting and all that and everything. I don't want her to go through any of that. But like I said, I'm truthful. I truly am. You know, I'm very faithful when it comes to just having even lady friends, you know. And
yes, sir.
I think I'm a very lucky guy that I have such lady friends. And, you know, like I said, you know, I tell the truth for what it is. And it's definitely a pleasure to treat a lady and all that. You know, and get her alone. You know, pour her some wine, make her a fruit salad, you know, rub her feet and everything, and put on some soft music and everything, like Michael Cooper, Dinner for Two, the Isley Brothers dinner and a movie.
Sounds like you're looking for a young lady, Bill.
Yeah, I am looking. I'm still looking, but the thing is that time is the essence.
Yes, sir. Now, can
You
she
want
be
the right woman?
Can she be black as well as white? I know you date white women, but can she be black as well?
Yeah, she could be black.
Okay.
Of course.
All right.
I'm faithful to my race. I'm not a sellout. I'm not an Uncle Tom either. I'm just a person that's colorless. I look for character,
Gotcha.
not color.
Gotcha. All right, Bill, listen, it's the top of the hour. I got to let you go, but listen, I appreciate your call, and you can call in tomorrow, too, if you want, all right?
Nah, I'm all right, man. I got dialysis tomorrow, man. I don't need to call every day, and just get on people's nerves. But you know what? It's been a pleasure, Mr. Terrence Howard.
Yeah, it's been a pleasure. I'll talk to you later, Bill. Hey, you learn a lot about folks when they talk long enough. But listen, that's my good friend Bill. He had his request. He talked about the type of ladies he wants in his life. And he's been with a lot of white women. And listen, I can't hate him for that. Listen, we're at the top of the hour. We got Mustafa on the other side. We have Mr. Wells, Meme, and Brent. And we did have room for you, but it looks like that line is going to be taken. But we will be back on the other side. I'm Terrence Howard in for Lincoln Ware on the Lincoln Ware Show on 1230, The Buzz.
12:30 a.m. WDBZ, Cincinnati, an Urban One station. Listen online on thebuzzcincy.com. We are 1230 The Buzz, the home of the Lincoln Ware Show.
Police are investigating an overnight injury accident in downtown Cincinnati. A vehicle crashed at around 1:30 a.m. near 3rd Street and Broadway Street, sending a female to the hospital. There's been no word on the victim's condition. Police say another vehicle involved in the accident fled the scene. The intersection where Hamilton County Sheriff's Deputy Larry Henderson Jr. was fatally run down will soon bear his name. The City Council passed a measure to rename the intersection as Deputy Larry Henderson Jr. Way. In Adams County, a woman charged in connection with the death of her 2-year-old daughter is pleading guilty. Tina Hawkins was charged with murder and involuntary manslaughter in the July 2025 death of the child. She's now pleaded guilty to charges of child endangering and permitting child abuse. Hawkins' boyfriend previously pled guilty to charges of involuntary manslaughter and child endangering charges and was sentenced to prison. Hawkins will be sentenced next month. The Reds fell to the Nationals Tuesday night in the opener of a 3-game series at Great American Ballpark. 10-4 was the final. The series continues tonight with first pitch scheduled for 6:40. I'm Heather Pasco on 1230 The Buzz.
The views and opinions expressed in this program are those of the host and guests and do not necessarily reflect the views of Urban One Incorporated, Radio One, or any of its subsidiary companies.
If you need to talk about it, we're here. 1230 AM WDBZ, your talk station.
.1230, The Buzz of Cincinnati, your talk station. Terrence Howard in for Lincoln Ware on the Lincoln Ware Show. And we're kicking off the second hour. The first hour, we talked about just a few things. A lot of single women want to know where the men at. They're not showing up at singles events. They're not talking to the ladies out on the street. Anytime there's a singles event, you'll have 1,000 women and maybe 50 men that show up. So the ladies want to know where are the men. Also, singer Neo says that him being in a polyamorous relationship, him being with 3 women living together, is hurting his image, his wholesome image. He can't get any good brand deals, no endorsements. So people have a problem with polyamorous relationships, which I think is total BS. But also we talked about, it slipped my mind. What else did we talk about here? Where the white women at? If you're a young white woman and you're looking to date or marry a rich black athlete, apparently there has been some leaked texts from one white woman who explains and teaches other white women how to get with rich black athletes. If you want to comment on any of those things. Also, safety in downtown. Do you think Cincinnati police should be downtown patrolling 24/7 in order to make downtown Cincinnati safer? 513-749-1230. Got quite a few other stories to talk about if we have time to get to them. Mustafa is up next. Then we're going to go to Mr. Wells, Brent, Meme, and Miss Nettie, all checking in. Mustafa, good morning. How you doing?
Hey, man, listening to Bill is like watching paint dry. Lord have mercy. I know he ain't got no woman.
Listen, man. Listen, I will not let you pick on my good friend, Mr. Bill, all right?
Oh, my God. Come on, man. Jesus. You know what, man? The list for picking up guys been around forever. I mean, what are you talking about, the list? I mean, what are people so shocked about? There's always been lists, and people talk about how to snag a guy. I mean, nothing new. Nothing new at all. I mean, shit. White women are not having no problems picking up a black guy.
You said white women what now?
They're not having no problems picking up a black athlete or a black man, period. They're not having no problem.
Well, obviously, yeah.
I mean, look at all the biracial guys in the league, in the NFL, in the NBA. I mean, they ain't had no problem.
Right.
They don't even need a list. You feel me? They don't need a list. All they got to do is show up and look good.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Don't whine. Stop whining. You follow directions. Don't ask a bunch of questions.
Yes.
You in the car.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Everybody wants somebody welcome. Everybody. You know what I mean? Wealth rules the world.
Yes.
So let's get that understood. Those who say they're not looking for wealth, because oftentimes women ask a man, what does he do for a living? You know, what's your credit score?
Right.
Vice versa. Men need to know what a woman's credit score is. That way we'll know if we can build something together. Are you building something by yourself?
I mean, do you think that you should have a group of white women just plotting and planning to date or marry a black man just to get access to his wealth and celebrity status? Because that's what it seems like to me. It seems like they're being targeted by those women just to get to their money and access to maybe celebrity status, being the wife or girlfriend of these players. It just seems targeted to me.
Let me say this, man.
Yes, sir.
There's a lot of wealth chasers out there. For instance, if you have an accident and the police report become published, you're going to have 20, 30 attorneys calling you.
Mm-hmm.
These ambulance chasers, they're going to have people calling you. So they're chasing the money. They're chasing the business. There's nothing unusual. Why would it be unusual for somebody seeking who they want so they can build a better life based on wealth?
Yeah.
You know, so it's not, they don't seek a guy based on God unless they are already structured that way. People want wealth. They want things. They want a nice home, a car, health care. They want to live well. So they're making plans for that. You know, they're making plans for it. You know, when I was downtown Friday, Lincoln, the radio station had that thing going on, okay?
Yes.
They had the radio station down there. But nonetheless, it was a guy down there, a whiny guy talking about his VA benefits. He asking Lincoln about his VA benefits. And Lincoln tell him, man, you need to go to the VA and talk to them.
Right.
You see, here was a guy seeking something, but talking to the wrong person.
Yeah, that's true. That's true.
You know, wasted his time with nonsense. You know, so if you're seeking something, you need to be in the right areas, the right place. And if women are plotting to find these cats, look, they out there. You want to go to the draft? You want to go to different parties where they at, celebrities, whomever, they're there.
Yeah.
White women not having no problems. It's the sisters who come with baggage that are having problems.
Now, why do you say they come with baggage? What do you mean by that?
sisters who have baggage, not all, but if you got baggage, you got a problem. You're going to have a problem in the relationship. Because if a man got to come into a relationship with you, and you have, unfortunately, you got all these children, you got 2 kids or more, he's going to be scratching his head like, I'm not trying to come into a ready-made family. Families are good, children are good, but it's just the situation where I have to come out of pocket off the top. Now, I have to take care of 3 people. I got to make arrangements to go out with you based on if you got to have a babysitter. All these things are factors. So if the white girl is coming with less baggage, she's more attractive. You know what I'm saying? You just make common sense.
Yes, sir. Well, Mustafa,
so sister got to structure herself in that way, and particularly have a good education. Have an education plan. Don't, if you're dating and you find a guy that's wealthy, cool. But if you got the education and the skills that pay the bills, you don't have to look for the rich athlete. You'll become rich on your own. Get a 720 credit score. You'll be a millionaire if you figure it out.
All right. Well, I appreciate your call, Mustafa.
All right, man.
All right, now take care. All right, that was Mustafa. Do you agree with what Mustafa said? 513-749-1230. I get the feeling he might be catching a little heat for some of the things he said. That black women come with baggage, and I'm assuming he's saying that white women do not. But well, let's just move on. Republican Representative Harriet Hageman insists there's no racism on the right.
Okay, so let's unpack all of that. First of all, the Aryan Nation, the Nazis, and the KKK are not far-right organizations. Those are far-left organizations, and they always have been. The KKK was created and started by the Democrats in the United States to prevent blacks from being able to participate in the political arena, if you will. So I'm going to say they've never been associated with the right. They've always been associated with the left. I would also challenge the use of the word.
But they're extreme, right? So,
they're extremists.
Right.
They're correct. I would agree with that. But I would also argue that they're not infiltrating. They are being paid to actually carry out these acts so that they can frighten people into believing that the SPLC is actually fighting it. So what they're doing is they're setting up their own straw man so that they can knock it down and then put up the advertisements. Please send us $25 a month. That's where the defrauding comes in. So it isn't just that they're infiltrating these groups, and that's what the Democrats are now trying to argue. Well, we were observing, we were watching, we were doing what the FBI does. That is absolutely not the case. The rally in Charlottesville several years ago,
2017, yeah.
In 2017, that was funded and organized by SPLC. They paid the guy who did that $270,000. That wasn't
the actual organizer of the entire event.
Of that event, the one that has been the basis for screaming that Donald Trump is a racist because he allegedly said there's good people on both sides. First of all, that's not what he said. They've always taken out of context and misinterpreted and misrepresented what he said, number one. But number two, it was this SPLC that organized, provided transportation for, and paid the person who did it $270,000. So I don't call that infiltration. I call that being actively involved in the organization.
Okay, so that's the Unite the Right. Was it Unite
the Right? It was called Unite the Right. So what they're doing, I mean, this is fraud. This is just exactly what fraudsters do. I'm going to fix the problem. I will fix the problem. But because there isn't enough racism in the United States, because conservatives and Republicans don't believe that way, they had to fabricate their own racism so that they can turn around, raise money on it, ostensibly to fight it.
Man, she fabricated everything she just said. She's saying that Republicans are not racist. Today's Republicans, they're not the racists. It's the Democrats. And racism doesn't exist. Democrats made it up just to have something to complain about. They made it up just to have something to complain about. It's all a fraud. Republicans, they're the ones who are actually fighting for racism. What a bunch of BS. That was Representative Harriet Hageman. And so apparently Democrats are behind the gutting of the Voting Rights Act. I guess they did that too. I guess Democrats are behind the dismantling of black majority voting districts to favor Republicans. I'm a little confused about that. 513-749-1230. We're up on the break. I'm going to Mr. Wells next. We got Brent checking in, Meme, and Miss Nettie. We also have room for you, 513-749-1230. Terrence Howard in for Lincoln Ware on the Lincoln Ware Show on 1230, The Buzz.
Hey, Cincinnati, get ready.
It's 513 Day, Cincy.
We're turning up for the city with 513 Day.
Cincinnati since my mama had me.
Join 1230 The Buzz Wednesday, May 13th from 4 till 8 p.m. We're taking over Fountain Square for a free citywide festival celebrating everything that makes the 513 special.
Cincinnati hat, Cincinnati jersey.
We're talking live DJs, performances, food trucks, local vendors, interactive experiences, family activities, plus appearances from some of the 513's own. Bring your crew, rep your side, and come celebrate the city the right way.
Cincinnati, Ohio.
Stand up. 513 Day, presented by the law offices of Blake Maisland, powered by Fifth Third Bank, with support from the Greater Cincinnati Foundation and Metro. May 13th, Fountain Square. Don't meet us there, be there. Let's celebrate the 513. 1230 The Buzz, your talk station.
Tonight, it's double the flavor on Clio TV with New Soul Kitchen at 9.
What's up, guys? It's your boy, Chef Jannard. I'm keeping you the new and the best and the flyest recipes around.
And Culture Kitchen at 9:30.
It's your girl, Brand. We are back in my beautiful kitchen. I love to transport you to my favorite places around the world.
Tonight, spice it up with two great cooking shows. New Soul Kitchen at 9 and Culture Kitchen at 9:30 on Clio TV. Set your DVR.
Pro Seniors empowers older adults with vital support and protection. Join the Ohio Senior Medicare Patrol, Pro Seniors, and me, Lincoln Ware, for the free annual Fraud Prevention Expo on Thursday, May 14th from 10 to 1 at the Community Action Agency, 1740 Langdon Farm Road. Learn from state and federal experts how to discover, defend, and outsmart the scammers. Registration is not required. For more information, go to proseniors.org or call 800-293-4767.
Council on Aging is celebrating 55 years of service to older adults, people with disabilities, and caregivers in our community. When you need help for yourself or an older loved one, contact Council on Aging for unbiased advice, information, and connection to community resources. Details at 513-721-1025 or online at help4seniors.org. That's help4seniors.org.
President Obama's Presidential Library will open in Chicago this summer. Four Seasons Travel has a train trip departing August 8th through the 11th. Call 513-761-8022 or go to www.4seasonstvl.com. Rates from $765 per person, double occupancy. 513-761-8022. 513-761-8022.
I slept in a lot of different rooms, different beds, but none of them really felt like mine. I spent 14 years in foster care, mostly in group homes. And I never had much stuff because I always had to be ready to move. Why get things if you just have to let them go?
There are more than 100,000 children in foster care waiting to be adopted. The Dave Thomas Foundation for Adoption is working to help find them a forever family and a permanent home of their own.
Now I have my own room with walls that tell my story. I love hanging out in here. I play dress up with my sisters and I sing and make videos. But the best part, knowing I'll always have a place to go and a family that loves and supports me.
If you have room in your home or your heart, see how you can help at davethomasfoundation.org.
When it comes to prescription medications, it's essential to apply safe practices to protect your health and safety. To avoid misuse and abuse, never share or borrow medication. Keep your prescriptions out of the wrong hands by storing them in a lockbox and disposing of medication properly. Finally, understand your prescription information. Don't be afraid to ask your pharmacist and doctor for help. And if buying prescriptions online, be sure to use VIP's accredited pharmacies. Learn more at awarerx.org, a public service from the National Association of Boards of Pharmacy Foundation.
The Alzheimer's Association and the Ad Council present the story of Tom and Levi.
Tom is the smartest man I know. He's been a professor at 2 major universities, been a teacher for over 40 years. One day, he told me that he was having problems in his classes. I think one of the students had asked the question and he didn't remember the answer. And I also noticed that he was letting his class out earlier than they were supposed to let out. And he was telling them that he was doing it as a favor to them, but I think in reality, he just wanted to get out of there. I was really starting to worry because I saw something was wrong.
Levi and I talked about how it would change our lives, but he was there beside me, and my love for him was just immense.
When something feels different, it could be Alzheimer's. Now is the time to talk. Visit alz.org/ourstories to learn more. A message from the Alzheimer's Association and the Ad Council.
Laura, the guys really went to town on that leg of lamb.
Yeah, thanks, Amy. I'm glad everyone enjoyed it.
Something's wrong. I know you too well.
Jim's company is cutting his salary, and he may even get laid off. He doesn't think we'll be able to afford the mortgage.
Oh, Laura.
If you think you may be in danger of foreclosure, call the National Foundation for Credit Counseling at 866-687-6322 or visit mortgagehelpnow.org. That's mortgagehelpnow.org. This has been a public service from the NFCC.
1230 The Buzz, your talk station.
.1230, The Buzz of Cincinnati, your talk station. It's the Lincoln Ware Show, and we'll be live until noon today because, listen, we got issues. We got issues, but we're working through it. So the last hour will be a rebroadcast of yesterday's show. But I'm Terrence Howard in for Lincoln Ware. I'm glad to be here with you anyway. It's Wednesday. It's 513 Day. We'll be downtown celebrating 513 Day on Fountain Square. Radio 1 Cincinnati crew, Don Juan for show. He's going to be down there. Lincoln Ware is going to be there. DJ Supreme is going to be there. And I might even make a special appearance because I love to be around people. I just love it. All right, let's get back to the phone lines. Time is running short. We're going to go right to Mr. Wells. Mr. Wells, good morning.
Yes, good morning. Look, a couple of conversations here. That target is not about the NFL players. It's the INL money. 26,000, all right, 242 million. So 26,000 deals and $242 million the last several years. There's less than 4,000 professional players between the NBA, NFL, Major League Baseball. No more than 5,000, and money is with the college players, all right? That's where it is. That's the target right there, all right? And that's why I had a lot of issues with Coach Hypocrite Prime when he brought in Brittany Renner to talk to the guys at Jackson State. That's not guidance. Some women bringing in some cautionary tale. That's not developmental guidance for young African-American males. And I'm going to keep calling Coach Hypocrite Prime. And why would I do that? I am a licensed teacher, licensed school guidance counselor in the state of Mississippi. Been that way for like the last 12 years. That's not correct guidance for somebody at the collegiate level to bring in a woman that has now been chasing Kevin Gates and saying she's a Muslim. Come on, man. Brittany Renner is just like Dr. Cheyenne Bryant, like Oprah Winfrey, Gayle King, Jasmine Crockett. These women get a high profile, no man, no husband, no nothing. And like Tasha K says, you all listen to the people who've never had a successful relationship with a black man. And Tasha K is on point about that.
What does Jasmine Crockett? How do you mix Jasmine Crockett into that in those group of women there? How do you mix?
Look, she's a loud mouth. Don't have no black man. Ain't never been married. Ain't never had no kids. But then people say she's a standard of what young black girls should look up to.
What is wrong with her being single with no children? She's a very successful politician.
Terrence, listen.
She's not a stripper. She's not on drugs.
Wait, hold a second. There used to be a standard about success for black women and conduct yourself a certain kind of way. We got Mother.
She is the standard.
Catherine Jackson. Well, hold on a second. Let me respond. We got Mother Catherine Jackson. This movie's out by her son. She said, Joe and I didn't believe in abortion. That's why we got so many kids. Look at what, even though that family's very conflicted, look at what the Jacksons have produced at a certain level. There was a certain standard of black women supporting the family, the black man that was produced. This younger generation says Oprah and even Condoleezza Rice, she's super smart. Ain't never had a man, haven't had no children. There is something dysfunctional with black women want to go for the career and bash the black man. This is what's been going on.
What's wrong with being a career-minded black woman? What is wrong with? There's nothing wrong with that. If you decide to be a family woman, wife.
Let me respond.
Yes, sir.
What does he produce for the black community? You talking selfishness now. What does he produce for the black community?
That's ridiculous, Mr. Wells. And you know
No, it's quickly. At some point, we got to have a conversation about these accelerated street changings. Let me tell you what's going on. We didn't used to have these names changed with this officer, these other ones. It's been happening across the city. William Mallory, Mansour over in Evanston, this Henderson guy, Lincoln has his. This didn't used to go on Jan Michelle and McKerney. And what's going on is that it's a city solicitor, Senator Kearney, and then Abtab Provost. We send accelerated street renamings and neighborhoods to change the culture of the hood on what that community's been about. They got Mansour over there in Blair and Evanston. They got this Henderson over here. Lincoln Ware has his name. It needs to stop. All right? Jan Michelle needs to stop this because Abtab gets it. The city manager brings it in, and it goes through Mark Jeffries' committee. They send it over to the Housing and Growth Committee. Then they do 3 readings. They suspend that and don't do it. We have emergency passages. It takes 2 weeks to change a street name, but they're doing it behind the scenes. Communities should have say-so. And we just had another with this cop, this controversial death. Get Jan Michelle on explain why that's in the best benefit of people who pay tax, who've been long-term stakeholders. Then you put the name of somebody not even from that neighborhood over there.
All right,
Jan
Mr. Wells.
behind it with Abtab, and Scotty knows it.
All right,
so
I appreciate the call.
And discuss that within the next week. Why are we having accelerated name changes of streets and putting certain people's names as political and controversial?
All right, thanks for your call, Mr. Wells. You went way off topic. I haven't talked about anything dealing with the city other than the crime downtown on Fountain Square. Then the police presence being there 24/7. But thank you for your call. And the condemning of black women who are, he didn't name any white women. He didn't name any Asian women, just black women who decide that they want to be something in life other than a wife. Maybe they are looking for a husband. Maybe they're looking for a husband while they achieve their goals in their careers. There's nothing wrong with that. There's absolutely nothing wrong with that. But let's go to Brent. Brent, good morning. How you doing?
I'm fine, Terrence. How are you doing today?
I'm hanging in there. Man, great to hear from you. What's on your mind?
Oh, man. Well, Mr. Ponytail is always a wealth of foolishness and misinformation. And I guess we finally found out that he allegedly has a teaching license in the state of Mississippi, which ranks 49th out of all the states. So it's just amazing that some of these black folks get on here and dog out black women especially, who are accomplished lawyers, politicians, and just because they don't like them and they are trying to cater to the white gaze and think that white adjacency is going to benefit them, which they should see that in the House of Representatives, all of those black Republicans, ain't none of them going to have a seat.
Right.
All of them either aren't running, or they, like the black guy here down in the Houston area, he tried to run for governor in the primary and got shellacked. He came in dead last. So it's, all of them are crazy. Daniel Cameron, there in Kentucky, something there local to you guys, he thought he was going to get Trump's endorsement. Mm-hmm. Didn't get nothing.
Nope.
So I don't understand why they think that being a part of the Republican Party is going to benefit them outside of getting white wives, because that's another place. If you're looking for a black man with a white wife, look at the black men in the Republican Party, because I think there's only one, the one that switched from Democrat to Republican in oh goodness, in Georgia. I think he has a black wife or had a black wife.
Yeah.
But Mr. Bill's call, I was not expecting that at all.
Me neither.
I just hope all the ladies, including Cincy T, will go back and listen to that call and take note, because apparently Mr. Bill is a player.
Oh yeah, player.
Look, telling women, no, hush, you wait right here. I'm just going.
Just let me go to the bathroom, all right? No, I don't want to leave you. Oh, don't leave me.
My goodness, that was wild.
Bill, player.
Yeah, and on the point, last point is dealing with the college white girls locking up black men. So
yes,
not locking them up, but
locking them down, basically. Yeah, I get what you're saying. Yeah.
Yeah. Well, my best man, he played football for Purdue, and some of the stories he told me about these white girls, who that was their goal, was to sleep with or orally satisfy all of the football players. So it's nothing new. It's always been there, and I don't fault our black sisters at all who saying, nah, they ain't dealing with that. They ain't doing the buttholes, elbows, and toes, and because they will do what a lot of black women won't do. But it also comes back to education with the fathers and the mothers.
Yeah.
To teach these young men, don't be messing around with them. And you've seen some of the drafts where you have the white girlfriend there and the mama there, and the mama taking the white girlfriend and pushing her off to the side. Saying, mama wasn't having it because she probably saw her try to put raisins in the tater salad.
That's right. Yeah.
But yeah, and ladies, stop dogging out Mustafa. If nothing else, you're going to get us a free turkey sandwich out of him. But that's all I got. Hey, I'll talk to you later.
Brent, I appreciate the call, man. Take care. All right, I'll see you. That is Brent from down in Dallas. We're up on a break, and after the break, I'm going to talk to Miss Nettie, Langston, and Meme. There's also room for you. 749-1230 if you'd like to jump on board. And I got a few more crazy stories to talk about, or if you just want to talk about what I've already talked about, you can do that as well. 513-749-1230. Terrence Howard in for Lincoln Ware on the Lincoln Ware Show on 1230. The Buzz.
Lincoln Ware is on demand.
On demand.
That's right. Listen to the Lincoln Ware Show when you want.
Oh, I like that.
Get all the news and info, world events, entertainment, sports, and everything happening in and around Cincinnati and the tri-state.
On demand.
The Lincoln Ware Podcast.
Go get it right now.
Wherever you get your podcasts. Or go to thebuzzcincy.com and click on Lincoln Ware Rewind.
Celebrating Cincinnati Black History, brought to you by Renfro Patterson Jordan Funeral Home, the Chapel of Peace.
Cincinnati was once a gateway to freedom. Brave men and women crossed the Ohio River seeking a new beginning.
Today, the National Underground Railroad Freedom Center stands as a reminder of their courage.
For over 100 years, we've honored the same spirit, preserving the stories of Cincinnati families.
Renfro Patterson Jordan Funeral Home, the Chapel of Peace, Cincinnati's oldest Black-owned funeral home, 647 Forest Avenue in Avondale.
It's the Unity Reunion Parade, Cookout, Line Dance Party, Backyard, Barbecue, Fish Fry, Vegan Soul, Black Business, Food Truck, Networking, Outdoor Concert, Music Festival, Celebration of the Year. Featuring Loose Ends, Dead Prez, Rashad, Tank and the Bangers, Rhapsody, October London. Get tickets at OhioBlackExpo.com. That's OhioBlackExpo.com.
I slept in a lot of different rooms, different beds, but none of them really felt like mine. I spent 14 years in foster care, mostly in group homes. And I never had much stuff because I always had to be ready to move. Why get things if you just have to let them go?
There are more than 100,000 children in foster care waiting to be adopted. The Dave Thomas Foundation for Adoption is working to help find them a forever family and a permanent home of their own.
Now I have my own room with walls that tell my story. I love hanging out in here. I play dress up with my sisters and I sing and make videos. But the best part, knowing I'll always have a place to go and a family that loves and supports me.
If you have room in your home or your heart, see how you can help at davethomasfoundation.org.
Hey, wouldn't it be great if life came with a remote control? You know, you could hit pause when you needed to, or hit rewind, like that time you knocked down that wasp's nest.
Uh-oh.
Well, life doesn't always give you time to change the outcome, but prediabetes does. With early diagnosis and a few healthy changes, you can stop prediabetes before it leads to type 2 diabetes. To learn your risk, take the 1-minute test today at doihaveprediabetes.org. Brought to you by the Ad Council and its prediabetes awareness partners.
Sweet strawberry icing. You're in Goodwill, and just past that vintage denim jacket you spot miniature donut earrings. You lean in. Ah, that's the scent of shopping success. Because at Goodwill, every item you buy funds local job training and more. So bring home those donut earrings and bring home so much good to your community. Goodwill. Bring good home. Brought to you by Goodwill and the Ad Council.
Take us with you wherever you go. Download the Buzz app for your smartphone today. For details, go to thebuzzcincy.com.
12:30, the Buzz of Cincinnati, your talk station. It's the Lincoln Ware Show. Terrence Howard in for Lincoln Ware. Lincoln will return tomorrow. He had some Veterans Commissioner things to deal with today. I think it's a grand opening that he's attending there today, but he'll be back tomorrow. I'm filling in until noon today. Unfortunately, cannot stay till 1 because we've got a lot of things going on, and we don't have the manpower to handle it, and it is what it is. But I'm here for you today, 513-749-1230. I think the Dukester's checking in? Okay. The Dukester's checking in. Before I get to the Dukester, real quick, the AKAs, the Alpha Kappa Alpha sorority, is receiving backlash for letting a MAGA influencer join. She's a white woman joining a black sorority, the AKAs. If you want to comment on that real quick, 513-749-1230. But first, of course, you know, it's Wednesday. It's Senior Citizens Day. So we got to find out what's cooking at the Dukester. What's cooking?
Hey, good morning, Terrence, and happy Senior Citizen Day, Buzz listeners. It's Wednesday, Senior Citizen Day at the Dukester, and not only will you get a senior discount, you'll get a free slice of our delicious sweet potato pie. Now, for you folks that are looking for tickets for the Cincinnati Music Festival but don't want to pay an arm and a leg for tickets, you'd be surprised how much you can save on tickets by calling the Dukester at 513-761-2300. Now, folks, please don't get lackadaisical when it comes to voting. Here's your chance to set precedents on how you live and how you're treated in this world. Now, Terrence, on the Dukester's menu today is our country fried chicken with collard greens and candied jams. Or check out our tender turkey ribs. And, folks, make sure you get some of that honey barbecue sauce on them. And add some macaroni and cheese and coleslaw. We're also featuring our golden salmon croquettes with smothered cabbage and potato salad. But my pick for today, Terrence, is our tender rib tips with greens and fried corn. Now, folks, make sure you shop black today and every day. Have a great day, everybody. We'll talk at you later, Terrence.
All right, that's the Dukesters, located in the Summit Plaza on Reading Road. And listen, if I have to drag Lincoln Ware in there to get those chitlins, it's gonna happen, man. I'm telling you.
Oh, we're gonna fix them up real good.
It's gonna hook them.
Some of that Grey Poupon mustard on them chitlins. Ooh-wee.
It's gonna hook them. It's gonna hook them like crack. I'm telling you. All right, Dukester. Appreciate you checking in, man.
All right, thanks, Terrence.
All right, that's the Dukester right out there in the Summit Plaza on Reading Road. You better get there and get to those chitlins before Lincoln Ware gets to them. He's not going to let them go. All right, 513-749-1230. We've got Miss Nettie holding on. I got a couple other things to talk about, too, but let's go to Miss Nettie, checking in from beautiful Lincoln Heights. Good morning, Miss Nettie. How you doing?
Greetings to you from beautiful Lincoln Heights. I've been out helping Mr. Melvin
And we get, oh my God, the Queen's Yard together.
Uh-oh.
So we got it together.
There you go. All right.
Queen is also Melvin's cousin, okay?
Okay.
All right. Well, I just want to say thank you for being on the air. And thank Chad for doing it on ones and twos.
Yes, he's doing a fantastic job over there.
Oh, yes, he is.
Yes.
And greetings to Lincoln Ware, the host with the most.
The hostess with the mostest.
Hey, no, I'm and also Sharon Ware.
Yes.
The lady of Walk and Talk.
Yes.
And I just love your topic this morning. Because, hey, even though me and Mr. Melvin is not getting down, he is my guy because we share rent together.
Yes.
All right?
Yes.
And, just beautiful, okay? And the people out here in Lincoln Heights, oh, my God, they're wonderful.
Yes, yes.
Wonderful.
Love the people of Lincoln Heights. Beautiful Lincoln Heights, yes.
Beautiful Lincoln Heights. Thank you, Terrence Howard.
Yes, ma'am.
Usually be on the ones and twos, but we got Chad.
Yes, yes, yes. All right, Miss Nettie, well, we appreciate it.
All right, baby.
And tell Mr. Melvin I said hi, and you need to get down, Mr. Wellman. Get on in there.
Oh, don't you start.
Okay. All right.
Your chicken. Bye-bye.
Bye, Miss Nettie. Take care. I never asked if she was getting down with Mr. Melvin, but apparently she shared that information. We appreciate Miss Nettie checking in from beautiful Lincoln Heights. Let's go to Langston. Langston, good morning. How you doing?
My man, Terrence Howard. How's it going, brother?
Hey, it's going great, man. Good to hear from you. What was on your mind, brother?
Hey, now, did I hear you say that Neo is poly?
Yes. Yes.
Wow. I wonder if him and Jeff Pastor are friends or anything like that. And they run in the same circle.
I don't know. I mean, is Jeff Pastor, is he poly as well?
That's what he said.
Okay. Maybe they do. Maybe there's a polyamorous club. You know, I'm not in that club, but hey, maybe they are. But yep, that's what's going on. Yeah.
In regards to Ponytail Wells, you got to be a kind of a certified idiot to hate black women as much as he do. Maybe his mom didn't breastfeed him or something. I don't get it. You know, you can have disagreements with anybody, but it just seems like he finds a fine-tooth place to find to do the way he can dig in on black women.
Yeah.
It's weird. It's so weird.
Yeah.
But I digress from that point. Yeah, I was just, and again, you know, the orange idiot strikes again. He's just ranting. You know, I can't understand how we can normalize when they want to use the term Sleepy Joe.
Right.
This man has not made it through one, when he has his people come behind him and stand in his in the Oval Office, and he sleeps every single time.
Yes.
It's just crazy. And at this point, and I don't know, maybe it's my eyes, but on the side of his mouth, it looks like he had a stroke.
Yeah.
And I'm like, are we playing games here? You know, you call this man Sleepy Joe for almost his whole presidential stay, but no one's talking about this man sleeping. Somebody's blinking.
Yeah.
That man is not blinking. He's asleep. And there's something neurologically wrong with that man. And he's going over there to talk to Xi Jinping.
Yeah.
This man's a clown. And they're going to run circles around him. And, you know, again, America will be the laughing stock of the country, of the world. So
yeah, we already are, unfortunately. Yeah.
Oh, absolutely, absolutely. And that's the thing. I think that we're now going to be faced with, even when we have a whole change of regime because of this idiot himself.
Yeah.
I think the country will still look at it like, well, okay, let's say you stay for 8 years. Do we have to deal with this stuff again?
Yeah.
So I think we're going to be really operating from a deficit. But I think we'll make it through, you know, with prayer and, you know, we just have to keep our arms lifted and continue to fight. We have to fight all the way through. And even when we come through, we have to continue to fight, especially as black people.
Yes, sir.
In regards to our rights and things that we need to get this country set in the way it's supposed to be. But that's all I got, my friend.
All right, Langston, I appreciate the call, man. I agree with you.
Hey, we'll see you soon.
All right, take care. All right, that was Langston checking in. Let's go to Loretta.
Hey, how are you, Terrence, today?
Hey, I'm great. How are you, Miss Loretta?
I'm doing fine. I've been listening to you guys and cracking up. And I just want to ask you a question.
Yes, ma'am.
Did you say Neo, the R&B singer, or Leo?
Neo. Neo, N as in Nate, N-E-Y-O, Neo.
Okay, that one.
Yes,
Okay,
yes,
that's
ma'am.
what I thought.
Yes.
Well, you know what? I got a thing about that.
Uh-oh.
Now, he said he got 3 women that
Yes.
he's juggling or gets
No,
relationship.
they're living together. He's not juggling. They're living together, and he has children. So they know about it. They literally live together as a quadruple. I guess you can't say couple. Quadruple, I guess. Yeah. Yeah. They live together.
And
he has children
you know
as well.
what? I got a thing on that. I'm sorry, I ain't mean to cut you off, but I got a thing about that.
Yes.
If you got 3 women, even if you living together, you still gonna find there's still gonna be a way that Bobby, Ronnie, Ricky, and Mike gonna get up in one of them. You gotta believe that.
That's true.
That's
That's
because
true.
women ain't stupid no more.
Right.
And if they are doing that with him, it have to be for the money or I don't know, it's something. Because if he didn't have that, I guarantee you it'd be worse. And then I got a thing to say about Bill, please take me out put me on the I don't like you no more list.
What?
And the same with what's his name that just got off?
Mr. Wells?
No, not Mr. Wells.
Langston?
The other kind of African name or whatever.
Oh, Mustafa.
Yes, tell them to put me on I don't like you no more list too.
What?
Yes, because I didn't like what they said. And tell Bill fat ass I would not follow him to the bathroom.
All right, Miss Loretta.
But anyway, I just had to speak on that women ain't stupid no more like that. And if you juggling women around like that, don't think that you ain't the only one to sniff it.
Right.
So, men just should get it together, and try to love one another, cherish one another, because we're not stupid. Somebody ain't gonna like sharing.
Yes.
I know I don't.
Yes. Yes.
So I don't know. That was my take, and I'm glad you got because I got to go to the doctor.
All right. Well,
anyway, you're doing a fantastic job. Tell Lincoln where I said hi. You're still one of my favorite heroes, and love y'all to death.
We appreciate you.
And bye, Radio World. Okay.
We appreciate you, Miss Loretta, and good luck to you at your doctor's visit today.
Okay, then.
All right. Take care now.
Bye-bye.
All right, bye-bye. That was Miss Loretta. And Bill is on the list. Mustafa's on the list. And I think you said Mr. Wells was on the list. But anyway, we're up on a break. And, of course, we're going to be here till noon today. It's out of my hands. It's out of my hands. Things happen. And we're working with what we can work with. And there you have it. But Lincoln Ware will be back tomorrow. And I'll be back behind the glass on the 1s and 2s tomorrow. And, and if you called in today, you can call in tomorrow as well. So you got a free day today. You can call in today and tomorrow. 513-749-1230. Clifford's up next. We got Jay Wright, Meme, Ray, not necessarily in that order, but we will get to you on the other side of the break. I'm Terrence Howard, in for Lincoln Ware on the Lincoln Ware Show on 1230, The Buzz.
Looking for a podcast that delves into the intricacies of love and relationships? Look no further than Dear Future Wifey. Whether you're single or in a relationship, this podcast is a perfect place to engage in thoughtful discussions about relationships. Join us on a journey of exploration and recovery as we explore the world of love and discover the secrets to successful relationships. Tune in every week for new episodes on the Urban One Podcast Network. Go to urbanonepodcast.com or wherever you get your podcasts.
If you owe back taxes, listen carefully to rule number 1. Never go up against the IRS alone. They're cracking down, freezing bank accounts, garnishing paychecks, canceling passports. Even your home or business could be at risk. But here's what they don't tell you. The IRS has powerful tax relief programs that could save you thousands if you qualify. That's why smart people call Optima Tax Relief, America's #1 tax resolution firm. Nobody knows these programs like the experts at Optima. Their team of tax attorneys and licensed professionals have resolved over $2 billion in tax debt for people just like you. The IRS is not stopping, so don't wait. And don't take them on alone. For tax help you need, for tax help you can trust, call Optima today for a free consultation.
Call 800-811-7033. 800-811-7033. 800-811-7033.
Optima Tax Relief. Some restrictions apply. For complete details, please visit OptimaTaxRelief.com.
Do you have trouble getting to work every day? What do you do if there's no bus stop nearby and you don't have a ride? OKI's Van Pool program can help. If you're struggling to get to work, talk to your employer about OKI's Van Pool program, which gives you and your coworkers a van to carpool to work. There's also an $800 a month stipend to pay for the van. Then riders pay the rest. Go to rideshare.oki.org for more information to get started on your workplace van pool. Go to rideshare.oki.org.
Pro Seniors empowers older adults with vital support and protection. Join the Ohio Senior Medicare Patrol, Pro Seniors, and me, Lincoln Ware, for the free annual Fraud Prevention Expo on Thursday, May 14th from 10 to 1 at the Community Action Agency, 1740 Langdon Farm Road. Learn from state and federal experts how to discover, defend, and outsmart the scammers. Registration is not required. For more information, go to proseniors.org or call 800-293-4767.
The views and opinions expressed in this program are those of the host and guests and do not necessarily reflect the views of Urban One Incorporated, Radio One, or any of its subsidiary companies.
Don't leave us in the car. Take us with you. Go to your favorite app store, search WDBZ, and download the Buzz app today.
1230, the Buzz of Cincinnati, your talk station. It's the Lincoln Ware Show. Terrence Howard in for Lincoln Ware. It's 513 day. It's hump day. Got a lot of things going on today, but we got to get to I'm going to wrap the calls up because they've been waiting patiently and we're short on time. So I'm going to get to you right now. Let's go to Clifford. Clifford,
hey,
good morning.
Man. How you doing? Glad you're on the radio. I just left the veterans. It was an open house, not a grand opening, but it was open house, and it's the commissioners was there. They all spoke, and Alicia did good, telling about the proximity of Bond Hill being in the center of Hamilton County.
Yes.
And the guy that's over the Hamilton County veterans, we served in the Navy. We were in the same building in Hawaii, in VP. He was in VP 4, and I was in VP 1. And this is a job. I love the job I do. I even went in on my off day, just to welcome the veterans.
Yes.
And the food was good, and it was by a lady named Paulette called Holy Smoke. The food is really excellent.
Yes, yes.
And so I had a good time. I saw Lincoln, saw Ron Dula. He said, I know you work for him. I was like, yeah, I do. But it was a good thing, and I had to leave because I'm going to Bible study. I told Lincoln, and oh, God, Bible study at 12 o'clock on a Wednesday. Oh, come on, Clifford. But I'm on my way.
Yes, sir.
But that's it, man. So it was a good time.
Clifford, always great to hear from you, my friend. I hope you have a great day, man, in Bible study.
All
right, take care. That's Clifford.
Take it easy.
Take care. Yeah. That's my baby bag, Clifford, man. Always great to hear from Clifford. Ray, what do you say?
What's going on, man?
How you doing?
Good. When you read about that story about white women and the black men, you're not giving any credit to black men, as if they're just that gullible enough to take any white woman that approaches them. Now, at the draft, a lot of these women, they've been with their guys since they were like 15 and 16.
Yeah.
So they just did all of a sudden, hey, you going to the draft, you're going to be drafted.
Yeah.
And then they're going to choose a white woman. So, they've been together for a couple of years. And Bill, I like Bill because he opened up.
Yeah.
He opened up his heart.
Yeah.
And he got scrutiny from other black men. And that's why black men don't open up, on this radio show, because they get scrutinized and they get and they get talked about.
Yeah.
And so let Bill do his thing. If he want to open up on the Buzz, let him do it.
Yeah.
But people like Brent and Mustafa,
oh boy,
what your love life is like. All right, T. Hey, T.
Yes.
When you play Where the White Woman At, I looked that up.
Yeah.
And Cleavon Little on that movie.
Yes.
You ought to see his expression when he says that.
Yes.
That's more of a crack up than anything.
It is.
Yeah.
Yeah,
right.
very good movie. Very good part in the movie. All right, Ray, I appreciate the call, man.
All right, Doc.
All right, now take care. All right, that's Ray checking in. Let's go to my main man, Jay Wright. How are you today, sir?
My man, my favorite light-skinned African-American.
Yeah.
Terrence Howard, thank you, man, for being in the studio today.
Somebody had to be here.
Hey, man, no, you're doing a great job. And, you know, the beauty in having you there, right, is you're very interactive with Lincoln 5 days a week.
Yes.
So to have you there is not a drop-off whatsoever because we hear you interact with Lincoln and we know kind of how Terrence Howard thinks.
Yes.
Through Lincoln sometimes.
Yes.
But I'm really happy to have you there today, man. From one talk show host to another, you're doing a very good job.
Yeah,
hey,
thank you, sir. Appreciate it.
You know, when I lived in Cincinnati, man, one thing, I spent a lot of time all over Cincinnati.
Yes.
And then I'm going to get to the bill. The Young Brothers of Cincinnati, during the time I lived there in those 13 years, and I was downtown, part of a nightclub back there, those Young Brothers said to me that if she ain't white, she ain't right.
Oh, man.
And I heard that consistently. And, you know, here I am, a black man from South Carolina, who I traveled the world, spent 30 years, you know, away from home.
Yes.
And I'm thinking to myself, y'all young brothers are, something ain't right with you guys.
Right.
And then Bill. I know Bill. I spent some time around Bill while I lived in Cincinnati. I used to help out Miss Julia Pitts at the Taste of Julia's restaurant. And
Yes.
Bill used to be a cook there.
Yes.
I know Bill. And everything Bill just said this morning makes him the comedian of the year. That was comedy, pure comedy.
Yes.
And Bill understand there's a difference between Uncle Tom and Sambo. Uncle Tom was a good one. Sambo was Curtis Wells.
There you go. There you go.
And you know, I the other day I want to just clear something up because I heard Joyce call back me mentioning becoming Republicans.
Yes.
Well, what I meant by that is I meant that given the redistricting, you know, we might need to do the switch and bait, which I call that we switch the party and then bait them to determine whether or not they want black elected officials that are Republicans, right?
Right.
So the opposite of what, like, say, Chris Smitherman did. Chris Smitherman got baited and then he switched.
Right.
We don't want to do that. We want to do the switch and bait. And today is Bible study, man. Why y'all having that thing today, the 513 on Bible study day? All pastors call in, just that. And thank you, Terrence Howell, man, for being there. Appreciate you, brother.
I appreciate you, Jay Wright. Take care, brother. All right, that was Jay Wright checking in. Let's go to Meme. Meme, the floor is yours. How you doing? Hello, Meme. Meme going once. Meme going twice. Meme is going. All right. Try again tomorrow, Meme. Let's go to, Beth. Gosh darn it, Beth. I was just going to go to you, Beth. I was just going to go to Beth. Let's just wrap it up with my most favorite caller, wink, wink, Rick Jr. How you doing, man? You got like a minute or a minute and a half.
I thought you guys were talking about stuff like TV shows or something.
Just whatever's on your mind. You got a couple of minutes.
I just wrap this up. I'll make a statement. I bet a lot of people didn't notice. You remember that show, Married with Children? That was probably about the best comedy in the last 10 or 15, 20 years. Remember that?
Yes, sir.
Do you know that show was written originally for a black cast? And they got cold feet because they didn't want to. They figured, the black people would say, you're stereotyping us, and they're going to get sued. And that. But wouldn't that have been something that was supposed to be for a black cast?
Yeah. I didn't know that.
I know that because Jimmy Walker did a testimonial on YouTube, and he was talking about a lot of stuff like that, you know.
Yes. Yes. Yes, sir. Is that it, Mr. Rick Jr.?
That's it. Yes. I thought y'all were talking about just having fun, talking about everything. But have a good day, man. I guess you won't be on there tomorrow, huh?
No. Lincoln Ware will be back tomorrow, okay? And you can call in tomorrow.
Tell him Rick Jr. said you did a damn good job.
Well, thank you so much. I appreciate that, Mr. Rick Jr. All right.
Okay.
All right. Take care. That was Rick Jr. to remind us about Married with Children. because he thought we were talking about TV shows the entire day. We were not talking about TV shows the entire day. But thank you for checking in anyway. Rick Jr., my favorite caller, wink, wink. All right, so this, the other ending, not that one. Yeah, the other ending. The one that's looking where to end, the new YouTube ending on the hotkey. It's a blue square on the. There we go. Yeah, the other song would have gotten us kicked off the air, Chad. I appreciate you, man. All right, that's going to wrap it up for the Lincoln West Show today. I appreciate you listening. I appreciate you checking in. YouTube, I appreciate you as well. Be sure to like and subscribe. We are growing our numbers, and we are really appreciating you on YouTube. Lincoln West returns tomorrow. I will be back tomorrow behind the glass, but until then, have a great day. I'll see you downtown at the 513 event, 513 event downtown with the other Radio 1 folks. Take care. I'll see you tomorrow. Peace.
AM WDBZ Cincinnati, an Urban One station. Listen online on thebuzzcincy.com. We are 12.